fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. Yo, out in this cold world, chariots of fire. Heat up this whole house with nappiness and desire. Share some goodness, but when it returns triple fold, I have to cook it and burn it down with a triple load. For 40p, Queens learned from living in the bottoms. But survival's frail, friends make obituary columns. The pain's still heavy, but it's the good times I reminisce. Sacrifice of faith now maintains my innocence. Blessed to have the best of many worlds. Star Trek, stretch nav, pretty cool girls, bought out the bar flat. Hit them Italy spontaneously, the mob back, now turn the ball out. From Raleigh to Charlotte, Bobcat. Hard work can turn the team into champs. My squad murk, chasing dreams with a dance. Twist and turn it up. With my brother Delphi Valentine, break bread, stay getting money, pull. Time is mine. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air.
I done seen so many long days and longer nights, stronger right, it's on page, strong ways. I done seen so many fall before me, getting time fast like Usain Bolt in the 40. But some was called the glory, the mind state of a man that rode with X or the king that marched on Washington. Still I dream, but nightmares hard to shake like Parkinson's when I'm a part of them. So all I do is grind hard and play my part to win. Drum that wouldn't fly before, now I'm parting them. Cause I ain't gotta deal them in to play cards with them. Don't have to spar with them, mind on another plane. Way beyond altitude, them jets got you out of range and out of touch. Stanford, out of luck, push the pill like D.U.B, all net in the clutch. I worked up, we got cats holding me tools. City live, smoking grooves, add up the potent moves.
I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air.
Listen, I got a vision on a specific mission to get us to the millions and trillions of bigger buildings. I'm nice, what I'm revealing, I'm chilling. I be illin', hold the heat, so don't dare me to kill him. Henny, I'm spilling like Jada, I'm willing to fill him and drill him and mill him and skrill him. With this fly shit I'm writing, I know you feel him. The bars is hard, word to God, nigga, I'm the realest. Rap nigga, rap it, cause what I rap, I live it. $250,000 projects, and I ain't signed yet, but watch my grind yet, blow up like a science project. Devise the marketing plan, me and my man, to get these brands for our grands, you understand? So if you ain't down to hustle, build a little muscle, and niggas can't trust you, my niggas come and rush you. Lyrical renegade, I never been afraid, I climbed the lemon tree and came down with lemonade,
I
nigga.
sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a whale. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air.
This a black woman script. She just playing a part. She just playing a part. She looking in the mirror, all she really see is pain. Working 9 to 5 every day, that shit a drain. Always keep a smile, but she been going through some things. Trying to tell her daughter, but it's hard to explain. Baby daddy lied, he got caught with cocaine. And when she got that call, she thought they was joking. Best friend, that's the girl when you start smoking. She got down on her knees, just praying and hoping everything gon' be alright. Praying that he see the light. Plus he got a daughter, every daughter need a hero, right? Worry about them bills, no more cable, no more satellite. Christmas come around, she can't even buy a pedal bike. She looking in the mirror, she just tearing apart. This a black woman's script, she just playing her part. She know life is just a test, so she playing it smart. Can't trust no nigga, every nigga end up playing her heart. She asking God, do you hate me? Am I not your child? Do every nigga leave me cause I got a child? Regardless, I'm a lover, I'ma make her proud. And I'ma show her she don't need a man to make her smile. She dropped tears, her tears falling in the sink. She hit the bottle just to think, and she barely even blinked. Man, she let that phone ring. Go to the answering machine like nobody said. You haul shit, he bag it up, he tryna move things. Fell in love with money, you would think that was his boo thing. In that 9-2, all black, that's his Luke Dane. You better get your man, he kid game like he Luke Kane. That white range, pull up, they gon' think he said that white thing. Niggas went left, but he just cruising in his right lane. Official like a rap, keep it tagged, niggas might change. He shooting like he stabbed, Katie on him, play with his grain. He throw it off a fifth, blow it off the fifth. He wavy like a boat, you get throwed off his ship. These niggas telling lies like they whole life a myth. Niggas said he can't do it, but he will like a Smith. Niggas talking sideways till that 40 leave him stiff. Pussy try to push him like he's standing on the cliff. He need a bitch like Cookie, come through to kill it quick. Set it off real quick, where the fuck is Jada Black? Script. He just playing his part. He just playing his part. This a black man's script. He just playing his part. He just playing his part. This a black love script. They just playing their part. They just playing their part. Word.
When we started this relationship, you said you'd be around. You told me you would take me to the hottest spots in town. Now when your salary rings, you just put your phone down. You must think I'm a fool trying to play me like a clown. Now I don't think you want me to show you just where I'm from. Don't need to entertain your lies, cause baby now we're done. Turn it up, make it loud. We gon' turn this party out. Money up in the air, and you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there. I thought you were a player, thought you had this town on lock. Said you had the money flowing and the drinks would never stop. When we stepped up to the VIP, you said they knew your name. The bouncer snatched you up and treated you just like a lame. My girlfriends tried to warn me, saying you were full of shit. Enough of all your lies and stories that never quit. Turn it up, make it loud. We gon' turn this party out. Money up in the air, and you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there. Told me you would always be there. But every time I look for you, you were never there. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would take it back to when you really cared about me. Now you're never around when I need you. You're never there. Turn it up, make it loud. We gon' turn this party out. Money up in the air, and you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there.
about the most things. Double R, yeah, that ghost thing. Easy on me, got me boasting. Got me toasting with the whole team. Niggas acting like they know things. Got a problem, then it's no thing. Nigga bout it like I'm Patrick Riley with the heat. I be coaching. I be pimping like a smoke train. Diamonds dancing like the soul train. Niggas folding like they clothes clean. I'm some gutter nigga like I'm bowling. Papa Kelly, now she rolling. You get nose like New Orleans. I get yeses like a troll lane. Fuck a peace dog, want the whole thing. Hate me, love me, then I hate again. Going broke, man, I can't again. Like I'm Jordan, I just fade and win. You a hated nigga, you just stay with win. Rockin' nigga like I'm J&M. Your mother told you never play with them. Fuck your shirt, pop your H&M. Make my future bright, never mess with them. Was in the map, I put the R on my back. Shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. They tryna get it, nigga, what's that? Was in the map. My back, shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. They tryna get it, nigga, what's that? Real nigga, man, I can't lose. Two bitches with me, man, I can't choose. From a city where they bang colors, where they bang hoes, where they bang toes. Out the gutter, man, I love my brothers. They would never change. They the same dudes. They my niggas to the end. They don't wanna see us win. Young nigga hopped up off the porch, I was running wild, tryna fucking die. Mama told me I was going crazy, had an attitude, I was like my pops. Told my brother if I kept it up, I'm in the jail or up in the box. Time can tell, I just want a mail, so I started grinding, gave it all I got. John Madden, I can make it happen, if you got the numbers, I can make it play. Watch it, nigga, they can say they got you, then go talk about you when you go away. Hey, niggas, pray they go away. Bitches too, cause I know they fake. Like my birthday, I just want the cake. Just cooperate while I concentrate. Was in the map, I put the R on my back. Shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. They tryna get it, nigga, what's that? Was in the map, I put the R on my back. Shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. They tryna get it, nigga, what's that?
And there we are. Here we are.
Once again.
Coming to you live from Raleigh. It is between the hours of 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. So between that hour, this is when we come in on your Saturday night. It is the FM Podcast, and I am your host, B.D.U.B.
And I am Budha.
Bam, and we are kicking it this very busy NFL playoff night. For another show, we see Branson is not with us tonight, as well as Kelli Jo. Kelli Jo's absence is excused, however,
yes, it is.
Branson's is not.
Not at all.
Apparently, I guess he chose the Eagles over Over us. So we can only pray that the Eagles lose because they're tearing apart this podcast. But
by the day.
Yeah, but I was watching the game, and the Eagles are doing pretty good. They're pretty high up there, Budha. And how do you feel knowing it's your team that they are taking their frustrations out upon?
Oh man, mental health, man. Mental health is vital.
Mental health is definitely vital, and Budha is going to need mental health because those Giants, they did score, so they can say they weren't shut out no matter what happens. And that's a positive. No matter what, the Giants can say they put numbers on the board, and that's important. And there was a game earlier. Who played earlier? Because I watched that game, and that was Jacksonville and Kansas City. And it was almost a game. I know old boy on Jacksonville was trying to do one of them last-minute victories like he did last week.
And he was trying.
And he just couldn't pull it off. What was it, Trevor Lawrence?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Trevor Lawrence tried his best to pull off another victory similar to the one he did last week. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to. So this week, that Waffle House is not going to taste as good. I knew he was set up to fail when he went to Waffle House for his victory dinner. You know?
That was a setup.
That was a setup. Nobody wants waffles after winning. What?
Hold up. Don't start knocking Waffle House.
I got to knock Waffle House. I have not ate Waffle House since I was in college. I've already gone 2 weeks since I told y'all the story about how Branson left his Waffle House waffle
House, yo.
At my house, and I ate it, and that was literally the last time I had any Waffle House, and that was 2013, and that was a waffle he left in my house. The last time I actually went inside a Waffle House, sat down and ate their food, was college. So, yeah, it's been a minute since I fucked with Waffle House, and I'm not missing it, but I will admit the waffle is banging, and the waffles are always good, but everything else there is questionable. And, you know, the new thing with the Waffle House is it's going viral for that sandwich you got. Did you see that on the internet?
Actually, I did. And I was thinking to myself, I know these niggas at Waffle House, like, I wish y'all would ask me to create that and make that for you. I want to see somebody go in there and ask for that. You know,
well, first and foremost, I would probably make some shit like that at my house before I would expect somebody at the Waffle House to make that for me. That sandwich looks sloppy because I saw somebody else put it together at another Waffle House, and it does not look as appetizing or visually appealing as...
I mean, it looks unhealthy in general.
Well, yeah, it's Waffle House. Everything at Waffle House is bad for you. You know, even the lettuce has a high caloric intake there. I don't know why they have a slight yellow sheen to the lettuce there because it's dripping in bacon fat. But that's the Waffle House. The only thing about the Waffle House you like is the dependability. No matter what, a hurricane, a holiday, a mass shooting, Waffle House will be open.
They are always there for you.
The Waffle House is delicious, but there's been a lot transpiring. We had a show. What was that? Thursday night.
Oh, hold on. We're missing steps. We're skipping steps.
What are we skipping? Oh, first we have to scream out, "Fuck the Cowboys!"
Fuck the Cowboys.
They play tomorrow, and they play the San Francisco 49ers.
And the 49ers should stomp a mud hole through them.
The 49ers should stomp a mud hole.
Actually, it's going to be a good game, I think, only because they don't have their regular quarterback. So it's going to be a much more...
Who, the 49ers?
Correct.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they got this dude named Purdy.
Oh, yeah. What happened to their regular QB?
Everybody get hurt on the 49ers, though.
I got you. It's the 49ers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's going to be an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, and we got to shout out 8th and Fancy.
8th and Fancy and Dank Drinks.
And Dank Drinks. You already know the vibes.
Yeah, the vibe is the same every week with the shout-outs. I wish more companies around here would give us free shit so we can shout them out, too. But free shit is what gets you a shout out on this show. So, make sure you send us the free shit. Increase
your business.
Yeah, increase your business, and we can broadcast it to our listeners and fan base, and you can watch your revenue go up and up towards the sky. What else? Who plays the AFC game tomorrow? Don't the Bills play?
Is it the Bills?
I don't know. I wish somebody from our lovely chat would come in.
It would have to be.
It seems like the chat is more talkative when Branson is here.
I know, because they're looking for Branson. That's all. And I don't think they're used to seeing me either. That's a whole nother element.
Yeah, that is. You scaring off our viewers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Branson's like Ralph Tresvant. And
we got to start a little later than we normally do on Saturday.
Well, that's because the games are gaming, and Budha wanted to make sure the Giants weren't going.
Hey, man. Hey. Mental health is important.
Yeah, Giants are taking L's, and we are going to stay on football because there was some news that came out and about in the past few hours. I don't know if it happened today or yesterday, but
turn me up some, sir.
Turn you up.
Yeah, they say turn me up a little bit. My sound is lower than yours.
No, here's the deal. I have your mic on the loudest setting. The problem is,
am I talking too sexy for y'all? Is that what it is?
That's really what it is you have to get up on the mic like this. These mics are designed to only capture sound when it's directly up on. Yes. Yeah. These radio mics and not like live stage mics. So, yeah, I got you as loud as it can get. It's just my voice is loud and booming naturally. But besides that, we have Ed Reed, who was going to be the coach of Bethune-Cookman football team, and he did not get that contract extended to him. We pretty much know why. He went on a very, very profanity-laced rant about Bethune-Cookman's college, particularly the office area where he has to do football, and I believe the field where they either play at or practice at. But from what he was saying is his office was not even cleaned when he came into to his office. So his office was dirty. The football players apparently were spending time picking up trash, I guess, so they could use the facilities to their proper ability. The facilities weren't even cleaned properly.
So they're getting paid to do janitorial work and play football?
Yeah, so unfortunately, the football players,
housekeeping, whatever. Yeah,
the football players have to clean up their own facilities. Yeah, and Ed Reed was angry, and the shit he said was not false. He did say this place, the campus was dirty, full of trash. It was unkempt, unclean. And I kind of agree with him on it, just from the videos that he showed us on social media. The place looked kind of ratty and run down. And, just from my HBCU experience when I was at Central, there was some rundown sections of campus, some parts of campus you didn't feel safe going to at night, And
that's just because Central is in the middle of the hood.
Well, all HBCUs are in the middle of the hood. I'm pretty sure Bethune-Cookman is surrounded by the hood.
I don't doubt that either.
Mm-hmm. The hood is just part of the HBCU experience.
It has to be.
The problem is you're bringing high-caliber talent to your university in your campus. You need to make sure these facilities are up to standard. Obviously, he knows he's coming to a HBCU. It's not going to be the same as a PWI. Mm-hmm. He's not going to get the same treatment he would at, say, Alabama or even Duke's football team.
But isn't that the same type of attention or light that Deion was trying to shine at Jackson State when he originally got there?
Yes, it is. It's an issue Deion pointed out, and it's an issue Ed Reed pointed out. And Ed Reed actually addressed his team, his kids, with a speech because he wanted to let them know that the university did not extend a contract to him, and he was not going to be able to be their coach. And in his rant, he did say Deion was right. these colleges are not set up properly to be successful. And that's one thing I can say about Deion's tenure at Jackson State. It was, I'm still a little upset he left, but I get it. You know, you don't have the proper facilities. You don't have it set up to be successful. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but you set up Deion to not be successful, and you set up Ed Reed to not be successful. But the thing with Ed Reed that kind of disappoints me is we never got a chance to see his performance. I mean, we don't know if he could recapture what Deion did with Jackson State or if he'd be a disappointment. We'll never know because Bethune-Cookman did not extend the contract necessary. And just to be honest about shit, I'm not mad at Bethune-Cookman for not extending that contract to him because Ed Reed was on there before he got his contract blasting the campus. And to me, that's a violation too. You know, there's always going to be issues with the new job, and especially if you come into a HBCU.
But you ain't supposed to air it out.
You ain't supposed to air it out. You're supposed to give people a moment to get the shit right, because sometimes they may not know what they need to do in order to keep you happy and in order to keep you able to do your job. So they might have been just as clueless as you know, they might have been just as clueless as Jackson State was in terms of what it takes to make everything successful for the coach and the team. So, you know, in this situation, I mean, it is what it is. Ed Reed was probably on some fuck this shit once he saw the facilities and the conditions they were in. He probably wasn't going to be eager to stay.
He didn't word it like Deion. That's all.
Ed Reed was a little bit crazy, but I was disappointed. Hey, did you see Beyonce did a show last night, and the show was in Dubai. And it was very epic. Did you get an opportunity to see any of the clips?
You know what's funny? Even funnier? You know, they're not even supposed to be any clips of this show.
Really? Why not?
It's not supposed to be recorded.
Oh.
Yeah. They
See,
wasn't supposed to be recording that. Yo.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's a damn shame because it was recorded, and you know, it was pretty live. If you haven't gotten an opportunity to see the Beyonce performance in Dubai, I urge you to take time to look at that because that shit visually was some epic shit.
Yes, but when doesn't Beyonce put on a really
exactly
or great visuals for her performance?
Now, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan.
She is.
Yeah, I mean, I give her props. I don't think she's bad or anything, but she's not my first choice in R&B. But I will say she is the number one live performer at the moment. I don't think there's a better live performer currently than Beyonce. Can you think of anybody?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. I mean, I can't think of anybody.
I'm not about to debate over
outside of like
a better stage show because it's like it's really
outside of that.
What are you looking for?
Usher and Chris Brown are probably the only people I think that could just hang in a vicinity.
I haven't seen Beyonce like live. I've seen Chris Brown live, and that boy definitely puts on a show.
You've seen Beyonce on TV live?
I'm talking about live though.
In person live?
Yes, in person live.
Well, I mean, you heard it. I mean,
you know who else used to put on a great show?
Who?
Bust a Bus.
Oh, I don't think I've seen a Bust a Bus show.
Bust a Bus used to put on a phenomenal show.
Wow, what did he do? What did I miss?
Oh, this is back this is back during, back during our day when we used to ride around, through like South Carolina when we used to open for Gucci and all that. One time we got to actually witness a bust around show, yo. Yeah. Actually, it was twice.
Twice?
Yes.
Excuse me. So, what makes this show so live? Is it the energy?
It's energy. It's involvement. And it's passion, but definitely it's the energy.
It's the energy. So Bust the Bus comes with the energy, which is definitely a necessary aspect in live performance.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Beyonce releases that professionally to the general public.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
I hope she does. And I'm wondering, I know she had to take home at least, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 8 figures, but I know she left with 7 figures off of that show.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, I don't believe less than like $3 million. If you told me she got paid $1 million for that show, I'd be surprised, and I would say she was underpaid because it was a pretty dope show. So Beyonce is always a plus in Dubai, and she's one of the few beautiful women that goes to Dubai to not get peed and shit on. So that's always a plus. You know Beyonce doesn't, she's got enough money to where she's a beautiful woman in Dubai and nobody's peeing on her. But Young Miami, that's a different story. Young Miami was doing the interview with Trina, and they were talking about their kinks. And, oh, shit, I'm reading the comments. It was $24 million for a 1-hour show. Okay, so I vastly underrated Beyonce.
You said 8. No, you said 8.
Yeah, I said 8 figures, but when I said
3.
yeah, I was like $3 million. Yeah, I was like
definitely lowballing.
And when I said 8, I was really lowballing too. I was thinking like 10 million, 12 million, maybe 15 million. I ain't no 24 million. And see, that's why I couldn't manage Beyonce. I'd be fucking up her paper. I would have left 21 million on the table, and I'd have been like, "Wow, 3 million, we'll take it." Damn, I would have fucked that up. They'd have peed and shit on me. Yeah, but Young Miami, with a little bit of that TMI.
But you know what? Even think about it. Everybody has, and you know, and this is on Branson.
Yes,
for introducing us to these things. But we have to say NMK. That's just not my thing, yo.
Not my
That's
king.
Just not my king. But people like that thing though. Like people have different interesting kinks.
Yeah, and I don't know about that one. I've always joked about peeing on women. That's just something I've never done or really seriously would do. But, you know, knowing there's women out there getting peed on that are famous like that,
willingly.
you know her stock is going to go up in Dubai. Like, her stock just went through the roof. She's going to get a $24 million.
They pay for freaky shit like that.
Yeah, they pay for that. She's going to get a $24 million piss day, and she's about to get paid. Her stock went up. She's going to get peed on. She's going to take Ashanti's place, allegedly, as the new urinal in Dubai. But, yeah, Young Miami basically said during, I guess it was her Carisha Please show, that when she was talking to Trina, that she likes to get peed on. And so immediately everybody turned to P. Diddy. P. Yeah. Piss Diddy. Sean Pissy Holmes. So now, what the crazy thing is, I think this might start a trend of women getting peed on, because women are trendy like that. Trina, like, I just remember Trina rapping about red bottoms and Louis Vuitton, and then the next thing you know, women everywhere wanted red bottoms, Louis Vuitton. So now I'm thinking, if Young Miami's talking about getting peed on,
she's not the only one though. You remember
I know
Glorilla with the eating
nut
off of food.
That's pretty gross too. So we've got a new.
These are the trending or the leading women right now. You know what I mean?
And it's just such degeneracy, because I gotta say, even if that was my kink, and that's not a kink you should share publicly. So you've got one of the top female rappers. You got two of the top female rappers getting peed on and eating nutty fries. So now you've got these new generation of degenerate female rappers, because this is degeneracy at this point. I'm not saying
You can't call it that, though.
It is degenerate. It's degenerate because they're announcing it publicly. What they do in the privacy of their bedroom is fine, but if you're announcing to the world that you like to eat food with nut on it and you like to get peed on, that's a little TMI. And in the eyes of the general public, it brings your stock value down. I don't care if you like to get peed.
That's all.
It's just not. It's not something everybody needs to know.
That's my point, though. Like, I mean, no, that's not my point.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you can't knock them for that. It's just it's different. Like you just look at it different because like, the fuck is going on?
Nah, when you have a controversial kink, you've got to be cautious about where you put it out. That's my issue. I don't think a podcast or something public facing like that is a forum to let people know you get peed on unless you're selling yourself to get peed on, especially when you're a very big name rapper. And, you know, it's just degeneracy.
Do you really think she's just letting any nigga piss on her, though? Like, honestly, you think she's going to let any particular nigga just... Yeah, I like getting peed on. You pee on me.
What kind of nigga does it take for her to get peed on? Does it have to be a rich nigga?
I'm sure.
You think her baby daddy didn't pee on her?
I don't know.
So, is there a set amount of rules to get peed on? Like what type of liquids you've got to drink?
Ask R. Kelly.
I mean, for each person, is there certain liquids you're supposed to stay away from if you know you're going to pee on somebody?
I would assume 40s.
I wouldn't eat asparagus. I'd do that out of common courtesy, but yeah.
But isn't asparagus mostly water, though?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It makes your piss smell. So,
damn, I like asparagus, too.
You can eat asparagus. Just make sure you're not going to pee on anybody later that day. I would strongly avoid it on the day you plan on peeing on somebody. But if you don't plan on peeing on nobody, have a way at all the asparagus you want.
I said, go at it. Yo.
Enjoy that asparagus to death. But yeah, just make sure you don't pee on anybody. But my issue is this. I just don't think it's wise for women this mainstream to be telling people this level of degeneracy because, like I said, they're impressionable. But more importantly, I think it gives a negative image to black women because black women are already over hypersexualized in the media. So now you've got a bunch of female rappers who are supposed to be at the top of the game.
Just because a black chick said it, don't think these other races ain't already out here getting pissed.
It's not about what the other races are doing. It's about what the other races are saying.
I just don't think it's being publicized because they're not on. You know what I mean, they don't have that type of publicity at the time. But I'm sure, I am sure, there's several other individuals, especially non-melanated people who are out here getting.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not an issue with the act itself. I mean, every race gets peed on. Asian women like to get peed on. White women like to get peed on. It's not a race thing. It's not like, relegated to an ethnic group. Like all women of all races like to get peed on. Women from all walks of life would get peed on. Not every single woman, but, they're members of each ethnic group that wouldn't mind to participate in some water sports. But here's the crazy part that's going to happen. They've already pushed the bar, and they're going to move the field goal even further. So now somebody else has got to come out and mention doo-doo play. They're going to get... Because you've already pushed the bar to water sports. So now there's some woman who's like, she's got to really shock you. So now she's going to be like, yeah, it's all about that feces, niggas. You better bring that corn, nigga.
Again,
yeah.
NMK.
That's definitely not neither of these are a kink, but
remember, that's some biggie shit.
Mm-hmm.
Slap that shit on the bitch.
Yeah. So women have been getting shit on since the 90s. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's probably happened in medieval times too. I cop a squat on me, lady.
Oh man, come on, yo. I don't think I like this one.
And they take
I think I like where this
a
is
big
going.
old dookie on the fair maiden, and that dookie was filled with bubonic plague.
I don't think I appreciate where this topic is going.
I'm just saying that's where it's gonna go, cause that's what's left. Women have already talked about getting peed on. What's next? What else can you do? There's nothing left but to drop a deuce. I'm not saying I condone it or would do it. I think that's disgusting too, but I'm just saying that's the next step. You can't sit here and say, what other bodily fluid could you release?
It's not even, I think you just want them to keep it to their motherfucking self.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think that level of information does need to be kept to themselves until until it's more mainstream. When Taylor Swift talks about getting peed on, that's when we'll kind of like reverse the whole stigma of it. But that's not going to happen. I want to hear about Adele getting peed on.
Who the hell gives a damn about what's happening with Taylor Swift?
I care if she's getting peed on. Then now you'll know peeing is mainstream, and then more women will be open to getting peed on.
Maybe that's why she's been having all those heartbreaks.
Maybe that's Taylor Swift's big kink. That's why you got to sign the NDA. Maybe that's what she meant when she sings that song, "Shake It Off." Like, shake that dick off, get them drips off. She wanted every last drop. Big old freak.
Anything is possible, man. You can't put nothing past anybody. That's my thing.
I don't know, but like I said, I just think it's just TMI when you're that level. It's too much, and it lowers your stock. Let's be honest. Young Miami is not going to be at the top forever, and neither is Glorilla. I think, did you hear Glorilla's album?
No.
I heard it. I wanted to play it. It was called something Still Good, something. I don't know how it was, but I could only make it halfway through. Her flow was
Glorilla
so
intimidates me a little bit.
Her flow was choppy and offbeat, so I couldn't get into it like I wanted to. I don't hate her or nothing.
Glorilla's a little aggressive to me.
Yes, she is. Yes, I could see her either jacking a nigga's dick or his pockets.
Or both.
Both at the same time. That's with two hands.
She's pretty aggressive. What? Just because when I listen, because I just
you listen to her. She's
out there. Yeah.
She is very aggressive on the mic, and I don't think. I'm not into her. And you know what the crazy part is? Ever since that F&F video, she's gotten a glow up. But, the one thing I have to remember is...
Because she was speaking these girls' language.
I know. I'm not saying anything vocally about it. I'm talking visually. The one thing I have to remember, because Glorilla's going to get famous. She's going to get millions of dollars, and she's going to get Grammys and shit. But always remember, F&F is how she really looked. Because ever since then, she's gotten the glow up. The weaves, the makeup artists,
that's what happens with all of them.
Except for Ice Spice, she's.
Have you not seen Ice Spice lately?
Yeah, she's very attractive, but her rap, her music is terrible. I think it's a huge disservice to the hip hop genre to have her rap. Have you heard her music? You've heard her music.
I mean, a little bit, but I don't. That's not. I listen to reggae more than anything, yo.
I know.
So that's what I'm saying. They're not at the top of my agenda because when am I actually listening to them? What scenario is it where? Oh yeah, let me put on this glow. Let me put on this Glorilla.
There's no situation where
let me put on this Ice Spice.
Yeah, there's no situation where I control the music and that would happen.
But that's my when is that going to happen for me?
at the club. I mean, if you go into the club, they're gonna play Ice Spice. They're gonna play Glorilla. That's where you're gonna hear
me
it.
putting it on.
No,
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hear it, and that's why I said when I hear it, she's got to, she's intimidating. She's aggressive.
yeah, Glorilla, but Ice Spice to me is just god awful. Like, there's no redeeming factor other than her visually.
She sounds better than some rappers though, like that are out. So
It'd be like, yo, I'd be wanting to hear a dope female rapper, and they don't have any. They just present us with the young.
It's not in abundance. They don't push them. That's all. They don't push them. They just don't push them.
There are only like 2 female rappers I like, and that's that girl with Griselda. What is her? Amani Caesar. And I'll go with Rhapsody. I always pull Rhapsody's name out because it's like the safe choice for a female rapper.
And it's not even a safe choice. She doesn't get the credit she deserves. Like, she doesn't get that push that Glow got. You know what I mean?
And she's not, because she's not in the same lane as Glorilla.
Exactly.
I don't think she's ever gonna get the look. Rhapsody. I don't think
that's
she's
not
ever
her thing though. Like, that's not her. Yeah. Not to be like on no comparison shit, but like how we used to be. It's like we weren't looking for mainstream.
Yeah.
It was more about the love of the music and how the music talked to you, and you know what I mean. And more so like that. It wasn't this got to be a hit. Nah, it was let the music speak, and then you know what I mean. And that's how it was, and I think that's what Rhapsody does, and that's why you saying it's a safe bet. Nah, she just
I mean a safe bet in terms of like female MCs. Like, if you were to put Rhapsody in any female MC list, like, nobody's gonna contest it. Nobody's gonna say, why is she in there? Like, she's universally accepted critically, not so much commercially, but critically.
She has bars.
Yeah. But I also still feel like there's something holding her back from the mainstream.
Because she's not sexualizing
It's not her image. It's like music.
She's not sexualizing it. Think about it.
It's not even that.
Then what is it? Think about it. What else could it really be?
She don't got a club banger.
Because she's not sexualizing it.
No. I'm saying she don't got no joint that bump in the club. Or at least what I can think of that I've heard, and I listened to her last 2 albums. There ain't one joint on there that's like, yo.
Most club bangers contain some sort of sexual aspect or trappy aspect to it.
It's about the beats and the hooks when it comes to club bangers. If it's a banging beat and a repetitious hook, that's all you need. Nobody's listening to a club banger for lyrics.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. So I say what's really holding her back is
I still think
a commercially viable single. Like some up-tempo shit with an R&B hook, that you can bang in the clubs. And you ain't got to talk about female genitalia or any of that stuff. You can rap about whatever. Rap about money. Just make sure it got a banging book, banging hook, a banging beat, and, it's catchy. That's it. That's all you need to make a hit, a catchy hook. A catchy song. So she's got to go out and make a catchy joint and put it out there. And that way we can have, that club banger that justifies her breaking through into the mainstream. That's just my opinion.
So you're saying it's production?
I would say part of it is production because she just needs that one beat to put her over. She needs a bona fide club banger. And I think it will work. And I'm not saying the production is bad. It's just you need the production that can handle that club banger that's absolutely necessary that we would bang out. All right. That's just my personal opinions. But, besides that, next topic, we had Bandman Kevo doing an interview. I forgot the platform he did the interview on, but he admitted he paid $12,000 to smash some pussy. I think that's a little expensive. I think 12,000. Well, I know it's too expensive.
Is that a retainer? Was that on retainer or is that just a one-time thing?
I think that's a one-time deal. So basically he said...
I need a retainer for that type of money.
Yeah. Basically he said during the interview that it was a famous Instagram model. Or he said it was a celebrity. But the way he kept talking about her, like she had a bunch of followers and stuff, it makes me seem like she was on Instagram and very popular. And I'm just like, that's not an accomplishment when you pay a famous chick $12,000 for sex.
I don't want to say it like that, but that's a simp move.
That's a super simp move. No man should be paying $12,000 for one encounter.
12, yo? That got to be on
12
retainer,
men.
yo. Like that must be like, I'm going to call you over the next 12 months.
I don't know how he set it up. I don't know. All I know is he spent $12,000 on one girl just to smash. And I don't know how many times he smashed. I don't know over the course of what time he smashed. I just know he
I
paid.
wonder what special superpower she has.
None. She had the power of dehydration and leave niggas thirsty, because that's a thirsty simp move. I don't care if I have it or not. I just don't think I have the ability to downright pay $12,000 for
I
no
still
pussy.
remember when, I ain't going to throw his name out there, but I remember my man's mom said about his baby mom at the time. Was like, I don't know what she got. She must have some hands inside her pussy. 'Cause I don't know why my son is so addicted to this chick. And I have not forgotten that shit ever since. But I just like, what is so special about some of these chicks, yo? 12,000? That's impressive. Shout out to her, yo. She can milk that nigga for 12,000.
I mean, yeah, power to her.
That's power you.
If I were to ever, like, there would have to be something superhuman. You would have to have, like, 2 vaginas. It would have to be a unique experience, only unique to me, and only a handful of men on this planet. Like, yeah, $12,000 and you get 2 different vaginas, and you can do your stroke game, left hole, right hole, so you can just bounce back and forth between the different holes.
That's all holes.
Yeah, nah, because these holes are left to right.
12,000, I'm hitting all holes.
Oh yeah. For 12,000, you getting peed on for 12,000. I'm sorry. There's every bodily fluid. I'll cry on that ass. I'm releasing tears just to add to the bodily fluids. But yeah, I mean, for 12,000, the word no should not come out your mouth the entire evening.
Be a safe word.
Yeah. There should be a safe word. I mean, pineapples. Yeah, I personally
not know.
Yeah.
Or slow down, if anything.
Yeah, so.
Be easy, gentle.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Dude.
Don't stop. Like, no, don't stop.
Yeah, but I can't see 12,000. Personally, he was saying the reason he did it was because he wanted to get to the point. He didn't want to get involved in emotions. He didn't want to deal with drama. He didn't want to deal with having to court a woman to get sex, so he just flat out paid for it. Now, me personally, I don't care how much money I got. There's a part of my ego that will never allow me to directly pay for pussy, or at least not in this
He
day
could
and
have hollered
time.
at me. I could have gave him some pointers on how to get straight to the point without having any emotions attached.
Yeah, but I mean, some people
And save you at least about 10.
10.
10,000. You know what I mean? Like, you got bread, so you like, here, you can take it.
Yeah.
I would have saved you about 10.
Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah, that's quite a bit, but I don't think there's a woman on this planet that I would pay $12,000 to have sex with. And that goes to the Beyoncés and the Ashantis and Mayas and the most gorgeous women you could throw in front of me. And none of them are worth $12,000 for sex. That's just too much. I personally feel like, first of all, my ego won't allow me to do it. Just because I would feel like the caged lion in the zoo, the one that's being thrown food every day, raw meat to eat, he doesn't have that instinct to go on his own and hunt and find shit and kill shit. And personally, that's kind of like me. You know, I have this ego that wants me to go out there, meet women, talk to them, get to know them, court them, pay to go to a restaurant or something.
$12,000?
Not $12,000, maybe $12 per person per plate. But yeah, it killed. That's my instinct. Meet women, talk to them, fill them out, get to know them, and do all that stuff. It's not my instinct to just flat out pay for pussy. And I'm at a point where I understand the risk of when you leave the house and go on a date. There's the chance you may not get none. There's the chance that you may spend money and not get none. There's the chance that you may buy her shit, take her to places and still not get none. And as long as you're ready to accept your fate, then go for it. You know, and it's a gamble, and that's a gamble I enjoy because it makes the pussy that much better.
That's what I would think. You just gave a nigga $12,000 though just to beat it.
Yeah, like it's not that good. You can't say whose is it.
How long was this? What was the rate? Like I got questions.
There's a lot. Yeah, because you be smacking that ass from the back like, whose is it? And she's like, yours for the next hour. That would piss me off. You can't, yeah, it's all professional. Yeah.
Dude, that has got to be a retainer. Like, that can't, like I said, you know, when niggas, when they get money, they spend it frivolously anyway. So it's like, nah, you probably right. Probably just a one-time ordeal.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just very much against paying directly for it and that much. And I met older men who have told me that they pay flat out for it, and whenever they tell me why, I understand every pro they give me. It's like you get to the point, you ain't got to deal with drama, you pay to leave, and it's like all that makes sense. But bruh, it's just the hunt. It's like the hunt is 75% of the experience in the courting and all that.
Well, it was supposed to be, well, for me, it used to be. I ain't got to hunt shit no more.
You shouldn't have.
I ain't even trying to. Man, look, the field out here of women that you deal with, bless your soul, brother.
Yes, it's
bless your soul.
It's a pretty rough deal, but you know, hey, that's part of the dating game. There's a lot of failures and there's little successes. There's more failures than successes when you're out here. But the number one thing you have to remember is not tricking on the pussy. That's just no-go. I don't believe in tricking, you know.
Then they don't do the $40 no more?
Hell no, inflation. That shit jumped to 50. 60 now. They about something. Yeah, it's gotten bad. Inflation's grown. It's not $40 anymore. It's gotten bad out here, man. Everybody's eggs are expensive. Eggs are $10 a carton now. That's ridiculous. Eggs are expensive.
That's definitely absurd.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I gotta get a whole new. I have to replenish my refrigerator with food, yo.
Oh yeah, you told me about. Did you get that new part yet? Did they? Oh, it hasn't been 5 to 7 business days.
We just got a new one.
Oh, you just got a new fridge?
End up getting a new one. It's coming in tomorrow.
Oh, man. So you...
And you want to know the kicker, though?
What?
Why the old one acting like it started working again?
Goddamn. So
it acted like it started working
then
again.
You keep that one out in the garage. And
hell no, that shit got to go.
Nah, yeah, I get rid of it. You need a freezer. You need a deep freezer.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I have one.
Oh. What, the one in the kitchen?
A little mini joint. Yeah, that's good enough. Dude, think about it. You remember that time when we had that, they had that chicken sale from Sanderson Farms?
Yeah.
I still have chicken in the freezer from then.
Damn. That's quite a bit of chicken.
I don't need, man.
Damn, I should have gone to that sale.
Yes. I think they're having another one, if I'm not mistaken.
When?
My wife just put me on. I have to look it up.
They got a sale.
Put me onto it again.
The sad part is I go to a sale like that and end up wasting chicken because there's more chicken than a single guy needs to have.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That's why I need a chicken head to help me eat all this chicken. chicken head. Oh, speaking of chicken heads, new topic. Yo, there was a epidemic on Twitter, and by epidemic I mean like two couples. There's like a new epidemic of women that are out to shack up or marry other women in order to maintain their bills. Some of these relationships are sexual, and like I said, they're homosexual, they're lesbians, but some of these women are just platonic relationships. They hooking up with their homegirls, and raising their kids together in one giant household because of bills.
Think about how look. Remember how much are eggs again?
Yeah, eggs are $10.
See the whole thing, and this is where, when we first started, we used to talk about polygamy.
Yeah,
polygamy was really about how
it was so really good. Branson brought it up every goddamn show.
Yeah, but these are the type of instances or circumstances in which that makes sense. Where it makes sense, correct.
I mean, financially, it makes sense. There still ain't no man in the house to run shit, so I still think the children are susceptible to the same dangers that they were before all this. You
don't know what niggas they got in and out that house.
Exactly. The children now it's two women bringing two niggas home.
Dude, remember, this is Babylon. They got 2 men. It's the same thing.
No, I'm just saying you don't know what these men are. These men could be dangerous to the children. They could be rapists. They could be pedophiles, whatever, I'm just saying in general, you would have two women dating either each other or other men. It seems like a safer bet to date each other. At least y'all know you. I mean, you be bringing strange men home, and she's bringing strange men home, and you don't know who's who. And, the financial aspect gets better, but the social aspect is still there. And that's the problem.
Yeah. See, I find myself, I don't, because that stuff doesn't bother me anymore.
It doesn't bother. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
I don't really think it's an issue. My like you said, it's not an issue to me, but just the lack of balance.
Exactly.
That's always been my thing. Like, you just got to have some sort of balance. Everything can't just lean in one way or in one direction. That's all.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have two mothers, and that you don't know, and that's gonna be even odder if the situation is platonic, because you're gonna have, I got two moms at the school, and they're gonna be thinking they moms is gay. But it's not. And then they're going to see their moms out with dudes, and it's going to be confusing.
This whole dynamic. People don't even say women anymore. Them.
These hoes.
Yeah.
No, they call them 608s. That's 2304s.
I mean, you gotta tread lightly these days. Like, you don't know what pronouns or what prefix, or you know what I mean? Like, everything is just different now, man. Nothing is just black and white or crystal clear cut like it used to be. You know what I mean? Now you gotta you gotta
concentrate and focus hard. What's the word you were looking for?
I'm trying to think, but it's just more like you just got to be PC with everything for the most part.
And I'm cool with being PC. Like, none of these issues like bother me on a moral level. It's just more of a society level. Like, you're fixing a quarter of the problem, because you still got a lot of the problem with men not being in the home. Oh, did you hear what Deion Sanders said about that shit? He said he likes to make the children of single parent homes as skill positions, and he likes to have the kids from 2-parent homes on the O-line because they follow directions, and the kids from, I think, on the O-line and the D-line from the 2-parent homes. So he like groups kids based on how you were raised.
Because I always tell wifey in general, like, the hungriest children typically come from broken homes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where there's not that balance. And you know what I mean, that's not to knock anybody, but that's been my thought process. Because it's like,
I get it.
You're upset about something, so now you're out here playing even harder. You got more passion. You're trying to make up for something.
That's fucked up, though.
It is. Because I think my kids, sometimes I just be like, man, some of my kids are soft. Man.
Yeah.
Or I just try to make it seem where you don't have to be tough. You don't have to be tough.
So that means because my parents were married, I couldn't be a quarterback. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, probably not, yo.
I'd be like, Mom, you got a divorce, Dad,
You were
so
too
I could
balanced,
make it to
you know
the
what I mean?
NFL.
You had a balanced home, so it's like you're not out here really struggling like that.
God, it seems like all the single parent kids get all the dreams and shit. Like LeBron, you get to be fucking basketball players.
Just think about it. Like, just think
rappers.
about a lot of the athletes who are out here. What do you always hear them saying?
They're from broken homes and single parent
My mom
homes.
did everything she possibly could. I don't know where my dad was.
She ran them off. You know, shout out to my mom. Without my mom running my dad off, I could never be quarterback and be the number one pick in the draft.
And that's just how I see some things, yo. Because I know it's tough. Like, I know it's tough, but you just got to have a balance. When you don't have balance, and you get that aggression.
Well, that's fucked up because Russell Wilson is from a two-parent home.
Look how he's playing right now.
Well, that's now. He's still one of...
Man, look how he's always played. But
Tom Brady's from a two-parent home. And he's the greatest QB of all time based on stats.
I'll give you that part.
Peyton Manning, two-parent home. What about Michael Vick? Was he single parent? I don't know.
But he was still nice though.
That's why I'm asking. I'm asking: was Vick from a single parent home or was he from a two-parent home? So all I know is if you're a teenager trying to make it to the NFL, make sure you break your parents up so you stand a better chance of getting there in a skilled position.
Because you're going to have some hostility.
Yeah.
You're going to have some hostility. Because
I
a lot
don't.
of times it's like they're always like, where was the other person? So I have to do this.
Yeah. My issue is this. Just because you come from a certain background doesn't mean you're predisposed to, be there.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I know plenty of people who come from the suburbs like me that are straight up fuck-ups. They've came from two-parent homes, had all the advantages, the opportunities to go to college, and they just didn't have a work ethic, or they got on drugs, and that all of them drugs fucked them up. And,
Life.
Yeah, but, it's kind of weird. Like, people group you based on how you were raised, and it's a category you really don't have any control over.
But I'm not. If it's working for him, if it's a philosophy, and that philosophy has been working for him, don't you think he might be on to something?
He might. Well, let's see what he does at Colorado. Because my thing is, if he's going to be coaching at a PWI, well, then he's got to have black recruits. Otherwise, he's just going to have a bunch of white kids on the fucking O-line. And there's going to be them one or two kids. It's like white kids from single-parent homes don't thrive like black kids. It's like the white kids from single-parent homes get on meth. I'm just saying, where's the super? What the successful white single parent is? Steve Kerr. That's like the successful white athlete story.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Steve Kerr's dad was like, I don't know if he died or was killed, but he when
He wasn't around.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, but I mean, it was because his dad was dead. His dad died, but he grew up in a single parent home.
He ain't missed those shots.
Yeah, and he grew up to be get punched in the face by two-parent home Michael Jordan. That's fucked up.
They say you come for that dealing with Jordan. Damn.
I don't think that two-parent home shit works in the NBA. That's a different. Yeah, that might apply only to football because, Steph Curry, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq. It's a two-parent home league. No, it isn't.
My biological didn't bother.
Yeah, you got Shaq. Shaq is technically from a two-parent home because, Who's the number one? Outside of LeBron, LeBron is, Kareem, wasn't he from a two-parent home? Well, I don't know Wilt Chamberlain's background. I just know he's from Philly.
John Morant dad out there with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, John Morant's dad is out there with him. Yeah. Did you see him and Shannon Sharp?
That's what I'm saying. John Morant dad out there with him.
You know what's crazy? I think Shannon Sharp, even both bad hips and everything, could have whooped Dylan Brooks' ass on the Memphis Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks was talking a gang of shit.
Do you really? I don't doubt that for a second.
This
is Shannon Sharp you're talking about. Tight end.
Shannon got that two room shack strength. That nigga grew up in a 2-room shack in Georgia.
That's that old Georgia, that southern Georgia.
You ever see that? You ever see that documentary Shannon Sharp had, where he showed you where he grew up, and they showed the shack. Yo, it's on YouTube. Check that shit out. That shack ain't shit. I'm like, damn.
I'm gonna show you the house my dad grew up in, nigga. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'll show you the house my dad grew up in. Well, it's weird because that house was actually how many bedrooms? 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. You know what's crazy? Houses in the 50s and like before that only had 1 bathroom. And I'm just like, yo, how did families survive?
We had to use the outhouse.
An outhouse?
Yes.
Oh shit, that's different.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Man.
That's why when me and Branson talk about a lot of shit, it's like we have been exposed and seen a lot of things coming from like just a military background. You know, my dad had us everywhere, but they came from nothing.
Oh.
Nothing.
I believe it.
Nothing.
I believe it. Where's your dad from? Is he from South Carolina too?
Nah, they from East North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they from out there in Aurora and Edwards. Like, it ain't nothing. Yeah, exactly. You ain't even heard of that.
Like, that's pig farm territory.
Exactly.
Okay.
My Uncle Eli used to have pigs.
I believe it. Because that just, once you said the names, I'm like, that just sounds like a place pig farms stay at.
My great-grandma's house used to be right next to the crab house.
Oh.
So as soon as you pull up, like as soon as you get around just the vicinity, you can already smell the crab.
Oh.
You drive past the crab house, you see all these little blue crabs running. Just running everywhere and shit, trying to hop out the bins and shit. They running and shit. Then you get to the house, right there, nigga. Like, my grandma's house is right here, and all you smell is fucking crab.
Oh.
That's it.
That's divine.
Grandma's house right here, crab house right here. Yes. He had Bruh Jane house right here. It was like a little, then he had his little shack where it was a barbershop.
Yeah.
Then he had a little, like a little juke joint right here, Roy's place. Oh, man, it was dope. Now, it's still dope.
Yeah.
But that's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are low income, no resources. So it's
I know.
You're doing extra to make sure you can get the fuck from around here. You ain't got to go back to places like that.
Yeah. I mean,
you're going to go the extra mile.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand that in that regard why you would do that. But I got to admit, blue crabs, as a person from Maryland, blue crabs are fucking overrated. They're overrated like a motherfucker. It's weird because you're from Maryland, so you're supposed to like love everything crab. Ooh, I like the yeah, and I'm not like, and I like crabs. I mean, I don't hate crabs. It's too much work to get that little bit of meat, and not to mention crabs don't fill you up. You could sit there and eat a half a damn bushel of crab.
You eat a whole boil and eat the potatoes.
Yeah. So you need potatoes and all that other shit to fill up. But crabs by themselves, man. I remember this place was selling 2 crabs. And I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do with 2 crabs? That's
King crabs or some shit?
They were blue crabs. Like 2 blue crabs. And I'm just sitting there like, that's not even an appetizer. That's not a meal.
For pets?
Yeah. I was like, maybe with the 2 crabs they can mate and then have some more crabs, and then in the season I could have a whole bushel, a meal. But yeah, crabs are not filling. You got to eat like half the goddamn bushel just to fill something. So That's my issue with crabs. Not to mention, once you're done with eating crabs, your hands are all marked up and cuts are all over your hands. And then there are those micro cuts, those cuts you don't see, but you like hold.
So you don't use the
mallet?
Yeah.
No, the mallet's for pussies. Real niggas use their teeth and hands.
True that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not one of the mallet people.
No, that's me, nigga. I be in.
Yeah,
Wifey can't stand that.
Yeah,
she can't stand that. Rob, hey,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
I love doing that as an adult because I would like tease my parents about how much money they spend on orthodontist bills for me to be doing this, and I just crack them with my teeth. I'm the same way, so I'm not mad at that. But also at the same time, once you're done eating crabs, your fingers are covered in those micro cuts. And you don't even feel them until you like squeeze lemon juice on your hands or salt, something acidic that causes you don't even know. And then you be like, and then you're looking around at your hand, looking for the cut, and you don't see it. So you're just sitting there wiping it, running your hand underwater. It's a real waste.
I don't think I have those issues like that when I eat crab, though.
I do. Yeah, I'm going to need some Band-Aids when I'm done eating crabs because that's how messy they are. Then you got to put all those newspapers down, and then you got to eat that yellow stuff that they call mustard in the crab, but really what it is crab feces, and you don't know what you're doing, and secretly you don't know you're eating crab feces because it's that yellow mustard and they tell you it's good. I don't know if it's crab feces, but it's crab bile. That yellow stuff is not supposed to be eaten. It's yellow and it's nasty. And it's the part of the crab that takes the most work to avoid eating. And then you have is it the crab's brain when you pull that tab and rip the top off? It's those parts that look like crab meat, but it's spongy and chewy
I don't
and
eat
tough.
that part anyway.
I don't either. And then you got to sit there.
You're like right behind the eyes and on the head.
Yeah. And then you got to sit there and break it in half. And that's usually where the cuts come. When you're snapping it in half with your hand, you're going to either get cuts right here on this part from the front of the crab because they have those.
On the inside? Boy, that's different.
Man, I'll be rough with the crab. The crab gets split in half and gutted. It's like a freak session with that crab. It is, because you turn the crab over and you stick your mouth in it, and it looks like you're giving it crabalingus.
That's why you be going on so many dates, because if you eating crab with these chicks, they're like, what the fuck is this nigga out here doing?
Oh, yeah, I do that with king crab. I'll be like, hey, girl, and you put the crab in your mouth, and you pull the meat out. Now, imagine that being...
You sure what that mouth do?
Yeah, now, girl, imagine that's your clitoris. Just pull it out the hood like that. Yeah, so... yeah, crab is pretty good. You have any topics you want to cover?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, look, not really, dog. Mental health, man. Mental health is vital.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do right now since we're online? I'm going to check the score of the game and report it live to Budha right now.
Because he doesn't care about my mental health.
I don't care about his mental health. My team ain't in the playoffs, so I'm not...
my mom even sent me a text asking me what was wrong with my team today, dog.
Let's see. What?
And my mom's a Steelers fan.
Oh, it looks like the game is over.
Thank
and the
God,
final
it's been
score...
over. A lot to a little.
Yeah, 38-7, Philadelphia.
So we only put up that one touchdown.
You can say you didn't get shut out. And
We didn't get shut out.
That's the most important part is you did not get shut out. You can hang your head.
The most important part is we lost.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all are out of the playoffs, so that's...
My homeboy always says you only got to win by one.
That is true.
And we got blown the fuck out. So I wonder if we're gonna get rid of Danny Dimes. Like that's always been my...
He was a good quarterback last week. He
was decent this season. That's my point. Like it's from where he started to where he's at now, he's decent. But if he had to start it like this and improve from where he's at now, I'd be like, yo, we should keep. But it's like maybe you want to give him one more year just to see what he does. But it's like it's too much talent that's gonna be out here.
Yeah, it's way too much talent. Way too much.
Yo.
Okay, well, if you have any other topics to cover besides that?
I know we're supposed to be doing something freaky.
What? Pause.
I ain't talking about me and you.
Oh, super pause.
Yeah, because it's Saturday. They always doing. Y'all always doing freaky topic, freaky.
Well, this is January, so there hasn't been a need for freaking yet.
Oh yeah, because the women out here getting pissed on and eating cum fries.
Yeah, I think that was the freak topic. Was young mammy. That's what I call her now, young mammy. But yeah, that's the freak topic for me because like I don't think it gets any more freaky than getting peed on. So that's a pretty big deal. I don't think that's cool.
Or Trina talking about she prefer the real thing.
Yeah, Trina
over the toy.
Yeah. I mean, see, I can respect Trina's answer because it's freaky without being TMI.
I just think it's truthful.
What, getting peed on?
No.
Yeah, it's very truthful getting peed on.
No, because she was talking about like you become desensitized or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no, and that's where Branson is like, you don't want to fight against the help, but you don't want to lose to the help either.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You don't want to lose to the help.
Exactly.
Y'all supposed to be tag teaming.
Exactly.
Partner in crime.
Partners in crime. So if there's one thing you can take away from today's show is what Budha said. Partners in crime. Well, if you don't have any other topics to cover, it looks like Wendy's is getting my order a little bit early.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
What? Wendy's?
I don't want none of that shit.
What?
I'm not eating no more Wendy's. I'm trying to stay away from most fast food, man.
I'm in a weight-losing mode, and I haven't ate anything today but some blueberries, pancakes, and some bacon.
You know where I did go today, though? I went to Char Grill. I ain't been there in a while.
Yo, I've been looking at Char Grill. I've been meaning to stop there, but I keep thinking it's bougie cookout.
It's better than cookout.
Is it?
I think it is.
I haven't had Char Grill in years, so my palate.
They changed the patty, though. Now it's like a...
It's a square?
No, it's like a... It looked like a hash brown almost. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just a regular, circle now. It's like a... what the fuck you call that shit?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try Char Grills. If
Not tonight you ain't. I know them niggas close.
I thought they closed at midnight.
Man, them niggas close like 9, maybe 8.
Okay.
9 if you're lucky.
Then I'm going to try Char Grill tomorrow. I'm going to try their burger.
Man, and you're going to tear Cookout up.
Cookout?
With all the high school kids. I know they out there waiting around.
See, once you go on Western, you got Cookout. Popeyes is open till 12:30 on Saturday. And Wendy's is open till 1.
I can't eat that shit no more.
I can't either. So you know what I end up doing? I end up going to Sheetz and getting a turkey sandwich at 1 a.m. and calling it a night.
That's a safe bet, though.
It is.
That is a safe bet.
I get me a turkey sub, or I get me one of them home-style chicken sandwiches they got.
Meatball subs from out of there?
I have never ate anything other than the only thing I get from Sheetz are their drinks, their chicken sandwiches, or their turkey subs. Or when I hit the road, I do get the little breakfast sandwich. But that's it. I don't really fuck around with Sheetz menu and experiment.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
I actually realized they did not have no like actual grill or fryer thing.
They don't? Well, you just ruined Sheetz for me.
That's why. No, if you only doing subs, you good money. That's why I was asking. Like, when they start talking about them burgers and all this and that, it's like, where are you cooking it? Oh, the microwave, nigga, please.
It's like, yeah, I'll heat you up some burgers over here at Sheetz, and they got a. Do they have a deep fryer?
Where? Well, they might. I would have.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
They do fries, so I would.
Yeah, that's why I was asking because I'm like, is there French fries at least?
I don't know. I
don't know, but I know they're 24/7 and they come through in the clutch when you don't want to eat fried food.
Subs are typically always your safest bet, yo.
You know what really pissed me off is that Subway next to the Cookout. They used to be open till midnight, and they stopped being open till midnight. Now they just do normal Subway hours.
What?
Man, that shit used to hit, bro.
I can imagine because that, like I said, that's a safe. A sub is a safe bet.
Yeah, man, you get some sub, a chip,
for the most part,
and them cookies from goddamn Subway. That shit is good eating, nigga, at 2 a.m. And then in the morning when you wake up, your stomach ain't clogged up, you can shit. It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
That's what vegetables are for, yo.
Exactly. But the lettuce and tomato don't do shit on a burger.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we've covered it all, and we have done over an hour live. And when I say this, I'm excluding the 15 minutes of music and shit. So we've been on here chopping it up for a while. I would like to thank y'all for tuning in. Tomorrow there's going to be the Cowboys and the 49ers.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys. We will be rooting for the 49ers. If you are a Cowboys fan, I got to say fuck you first. Let's get that out the way. And I hope you cry when the 49ers whoop that ass. I hope you feel worse than Budha feels now because the Giants lose it.
He don't care about shit that's hurting my feelings.
Yo, the Commanders ain't in the playoffs. I don't give a shit. As long as the Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl, that's all I care about.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. So it's the effing
fuck the Pigeons. LLP.